Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my live. So today I'm going to be discussing about the Miraculous Ladybug Ephemeral trailer. I actually had to look up how to pronounce that word because I didn't know how. But anyways, so a lot happened in this trailer. Some of you might have seen, but a lot happened. And I was like, this is my chance to share my theories about what's going to happen. That way, after I watch it and see that I'm right, I can have proof that I was right. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go live. I was struggling what to talk about on my live. Anyways, I was like, you know what? This is a good thing to talk about. So for my theories, I don't know if anyone has seen the trailer. I can't show it, but I'm going to show some of the pictures. I'm not super fancy. I don't know how to show the pictures while I'm going live. So I have my handy dandy phone on me. All right, so I have some of the pictures saved, and I just wanted to go over some of the main ones and the main things that happen. But, I mean, this thing comes out on Sunday, and, like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. There's a lot that happens. Okay. It's just loading, taking forever. So there were actually two trailers. There's, like, a really short trailer, and then there was a pretty much longer trailer. So for the first... Where did those pictures go? I'm using off of Instagram because I that's all I know what to do. All right, I found it. All right, so this is gonna be, I don't know if you can see. Okay, do you see the first scene is when Cat Noir, well, on this thing is the first pictures. The first picture is when Cat Noir hands the umbrella to Ladybug. Now, at first I was like, this is gonna be the reveal that happens, but then we also get another trailer later on that shows Cat Noir detransform on the Eiffel Tower with Ladybug. And I'm thinking that's going to be when the reveal happens. So this is probably going to be before or after the reveal. So why does the reveal need to happen? Well, we kind of get to see that when we see like the description of this episode, it's about when Ladybug, she's fighting the supervillain and Cat Noir is not there because Adrian's, I think he's like in a meeting or something or a fashion show. We see him talking to press, so I'm thinking that's what he's been doing when Ladybug's fighting this villain. Anyway, since Cat Noir is not there, she had to get help from all these other superheroes when all she needed was Cat Noir's cataclysm. So then she learns that, okay, she has to learn Cat Noir's identity. That one guy, what's his name? Wang, is it? Is it Wang? I'm not quite sure. Sorry, but I think it's Wing. He tells Ladybug, he's like, hey, listen, the Cat Miraculous is way too dangerous to have without knowing who the holder is. So since she's the new guardian, she had to learn. So I'm guessing that she tells Cat Noir, hey, I have to learn your identity. Now, yes, I know that this is like another like what if episode with some of the things that go down in this trailer, but let me just say that this what if episode is actually going to be important for the show. Mainly because if you look back at all the other what if episodes, stuff happened from them. Like for Cat Blank, for example, like we learned that Marinette fears Cat Noir getting akumatized and she's afraid of Cat Blank. And then, for example, in Oblivio, when they kissed each other at the end of it and then they forgot they lost their memories, of course. But we later see that they were voted for the cutest couple of Paris, which kind of leads to Ladybug hating Cat Noir even more. So things happen from the what if episode. So for this what if episode, I'm thinking that Ladybug will be able to maintain and to remember Cat Noir's identity. Now, what does this imply? Well, if she figures out Cat Noir's identity, she knows that Cat Blank was akumatized and that he destroyed the world. And he said it was because of their love. He said, our love did this to the world, my lady. Now, that is kind of sad because she knows that. And she knows that if that was what happened to the world because of their love, she knows that she can't be with him, which is really sad, especially since, you know, she loves Adrian. And then she learns that she cannot be with Adrian or Cat Noir. So I think that could be a possibility, which would be very interesting to see how she reacts to Adrian being Cat Noir. Because when Adrian found out that Marinette was Ladybug, he just went in all for it. He was willing to go and be with her. But I don't know if Ladybug will be willing to be with Cat Noir because she knows what happens if they end up with each other, is Cat Blank, apparently. Well, she doesn't know exactly, but that's what kind of was leading on. No, so yeah, so I think that Ladybug might be able to keep to know Adrian's identity. It makes sense, mainly because she's the new guardian, and she needs to know. Like, and it's kind of been hinted before, too, that she's like, hey, if I knew your identity, I would have come and gotten you. That happened in the Optogami episode. So yeah, season 4 is definitely going to be a wild, like, emotion roller coaster, I've heard and read. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to pull this off. What else was there I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, Adrian finding out his mother. I think that part is going to be the what if. Mainly because if Ladybug finds out, and then Bunix, of course, is probably going to come and they can go back in time. But I think that Ladybug will still know and find out. I don't think she'll find out about Hawkmoth, or I don't think she'll find out about Emily, but I do think she's going to find out about Adrian. So the thing is with Adrian, why did he find Emily there? Well, I'm thinking that Gabriel wanted him to find Emily. Mainly because in that second trailer, we kind of see that Gabriel is honestly letting Adrian follow him. So Adrian follows him downstairs to the basement, and he sees that Emily's there. Basically, I think that Gabriel must learn somehow, some way, that Adrian's Cat Noir, because otherwise he wouldn't have done that, and he wouldn't have been able to akumatize Adrian. We see that Adrian gets akumatized. Now, we know that Gabriel, I guess, wouldn't akumatize Adrian, because we just now saw in the Glaciator 2.0, when Adrian was sad, he was about to akumatize him, and was like, oh, wait, no, that's Adrian. I can't akumatize Adrian. Yeah, so I'm guessing that he must figure out that Adrian's Cat Noir, because in Cat Blank, that's when it kind of went downhill, is when he found out that Adrian was Cat Noir, and then he was able to manipulate and use Adrian to get to Emily. No, but a lot does happen in this episode, and I think the reveal is finally upon us, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen, which is kind of sad. No, but unfortunately, it's only coming out in French first, so it comes out in French on November 7th. And this is actually kind of funny, because I used to not watch the episodes until they were English. I was like, okay, I'll just wait and get spoiled. But then my sister and I were like, okay, let's just watch Glaciator 2.0 and with the subtitles, without the English dub. Like, okay. And then we watched it. That was the first episode we actually watched through the whole series that was in English dub, because we just couldn't wait any longer to see what happened. So, yeah. But those are kind of my theories about what's probably going to happen in the Ephemeral trailer. I mean, the episode, not the trailer. That's what happened in the trailer. But anyways, no, I think that's what's going to happen in the episode is I think that this is going to be another what if episode. And I think the what if part is what if Adrian found out about his mother. And yes, he does get akumatized. And yes, we see that Gabriel uses the Cat Miraculous and becomes, I don't know what he's going to call himself, but he's going to be using 3 Miraculous now. He's going to be using the Peacock, the Butterfly, and the Cat Miraculous. So I think that's going to be very interesting. Also, when we see Ladybug running away in the theater, and then she turns into Marinette again, I'm very excited to see if Adrian knows she's Marinette, or if that's when he finds out, because Gabriel is there, and then he has an akumatized villain with him, and I think that's Adrian, because Adrian does get akumatized. We saw that in the trailer. But I don't know. Well, I'm wondering, this is the 100th episode of Miraculous Ladybug, so I feel like something big is going to happen here. Even if, like, it's not like the final fight or anything, but I think that it could be the reveal. I think that Marinette might know for sure now that Adrian is Cat Noir, which I think if she knew, I think they could keep playing it off where they couldn't be with each other, because she would just blame Cat Blank and stuff, and that's why Cat Blank could have been an episode was for this. So I don't know. There's been a lot. There's a fly, and it's very annoying. There's been a lot of, like, what if episodes for sure. But finally, I think this could be, like, the official, like, what if, but not. Mainly because, I don't know, I just have a feeling that this is going to be the reveal. Maybe not for both of them, but for Marinette for sure. Which I never really thought about that before, that only one of them would know, and then they wouldn't tell the other person. And I feel like the only person who could do that would be Marinette. Because, yes, she loves Adrian, but at the same time, she, like, really doesn't like Cat Noir. I mean, she likes him as a friend and as, like, a partner, but she's never, like, been nice to him about it. So, I don't know. That's my theory. What else happened in that trailer? There was, like, so much. I think that's pretty much it. But like I said, it is the 100th episode, so I feel like if this was going to be an episode for something major to happen, it would be this episode. No, but no, I guess that's it. Yeah. I feel like there was one more scene that I was like, oh, I need to talk about this. I guess when they turn into the Astro Cat and was the Astro Bug, whatever her face is, I guess that's the other thing I want to talk about. Because right here, it kind of looks like, oh, they transformed. I don't know if you can see, like they transformed and whatnot, but then it shows the pink light and the green light shooting up in the sky. And I was like, oh, that's them in their space gear. But then I was also like, wait, what if that's Hawkmoth and he's using the Cat Miraculous and the Ladybug Miraculous to make his wish? And I also feel like that could have been part of the what if episode. But honestly, if One X comes and ruins this again for me with the whole reveal, we're going to have a talk. Because granted, I know you have to save the world and stuff, but like, can they at least just be together and happy finally? Like, honestly, it's been dragging on for 4 seasons now. That's another reason why I think it could actually happen. Because it has been 4 seasons, and I feel like it's just going to start getting more and more repetitive. So for them to continue the series and to continue the fandom and to grow with the show and the fandom base, I think they're going to have the reveal sooner than later. Even if it's just one of them finding out, it's going to have to happen sooner or later. But yeah. That's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about was the Miraculous Ladybug trailer and my theories for the next episode coming up. But that's pretty much it. You guys have a miraculous day. Keep it crispy. And see you next time.